Welcome to Bloomberg Law on Demand. I'm Lee Pacchia. Joining me again for another edition of the Bloomberg Law Bankruptcy Review, we have the Babe Ruth of the bankruptcy news space, Bill Rochelle. Bill, thanks so much for coming in.
Yeah, he weighed about 3-4 times as much as I did.
Yeah, just a little bit more. So we're going to run through 3 items, and we're going to start off by something a little bit unusual. All the chatter in Washington, D.C. this week has been about a prospective government shutdown. And I have to ask you, in the event that this comes to pass, what does it mean for the bankruptcy court system?
Well, I have a conflict of interest. I was hoping the courts would shut down so I could take a week or 2 off.
Right.
Looks like that's not going to happen because 2 things. Number 1, the court said that using some fees that are not part of government appropriations, they across the country can stay open for a couple of weeks. In addition to that, I checked with a clerk in New York, and they said that they are pretty sure they're going to be deemed to be an essential service, and they're going to stay open come hell or high water.
As they should. I mean, bankruptcy courts are kind of like hospitals.
Well, yeah. You know, a company in Chapter 11 is like a person on life support.
Right.
The doctors and the nurses can't walk away because you're not going to survive, and that's bankruptcy.
Right.
I suspect that even if the courts did completely shut down, bankruptcy judges would get creative and they'd hold court, you know, in a coffee shop.
Right, they'd have to.
Whatever.
Well, good thing you called the clerk and got to the bottom of that one. Let's jump real quick to the Sbarro Inc. case. They filed a pre-pack in the Southern District of New York. How do you expect this case to go?
Well, I tell you, the funny thing about it is, whatever happens will not be as good as what happened to the people who sold it 4 years ago, because the families got more than $400 million.
Now, this is a chain of restaurants based in shopping malls primarily.
Exactly. More than 1,000 restaurants all over this country and the rest of the world. So the sellers 4 years ago made out like bandits. The folks who bought it, Ocean Partners, didn't do quite so well because they're in the tank now. And what they intend to do is to swap about $200 million of debt and buy back the equity along with some other folks. So we're going to have to sit around and see if fixing the balance sheet is enough, because this is the kind of a company that, you know, there may be operational problems as well. It's not exactly what you'd call low-calorie, low-fat food that they sell. So whether it's a long-term survivor is yet to be seen.
All right. And finally, we're going to check in with the Lehman Brothers case again. We've been talking about it a lot lately because that's what's happening. It's a busy case these days. What are the updates there?
It's funny. It's the old story where no good deed goes unpunished. Lehman tried to compromise with people like Paulson and Co., who want substantive consolidation. That is to say, you smush all of the assets and debts together in one big pot. But as soon as you do that, you annoy somebody else. So Goldman Sachs comes in on the other side of the issue and says, we don't like that one darn bit. We don't like your compromise plan. We don't want to give up a cent. We're going to propose a plan of our own that has no substantive consolidation whatsoever. So, you know, the thing is in a cocked hat right now. Frankly, I hope that what they do is just have a trial, get it over with. Let the bankruptcy judge decide, should there be substantive consolidation or not. Easy as that.
Well, we'll have to see how it happens. Bill, I want to thank you for your time today. That's Bill Rochelle. He is an editor-at-large at Bloomberg News. If you'd like to learn more about the issues we just discussed, go check out both our daily podcast and Bill's column. Both are on BloombergLaw.com and also on the Bloomberg Terminal. I'm Lee Pacchia. Thanks for watching.